Today, I would tell you what it takes to get into ISI Kolkata and a story of 3 years, 3 attempts, and a transformational journey. As you already might know, I have made a lot of videos on how I got into ISI Kolkata, but I wanted to further stress on what really is the requirement to get into ISI Kolkata, what it wants from you. So the story starts from my first attempt. My first attempt was in the year 2015. In that year, I had taken the help of a coaching institute. I can attribute my failure to lack of preparation, and second would be that I really did not know how tough was the ISI entrance exam. I had given the JEE exam earlier and I thought that I have now understood how difficult entrance examinations are in this country. But I was to be surprised. If you're not thorough with your preparation, there is nothing like law of averages or luck or your past performance which will help you in any entrance examination, be it ISI, IIT, IIM or AIMS, anything. So my preparations were not really 100%. I did everything which I felt like doing, but I never prepared enough. Next year, I had to take up a job because I was out of job. I was finding out myself. I even read 50 odd books the previous year. And yes, I had done enough soul searching in my free time and I wanted to get into a job, a full-time job, so that I could pay my bills. And due to that job, and also there were a lot of change in life priorities as well, that I could not focus well for the ISI entrances or the MSQ entrances next year. But a feather on my cap could be that I appeared for the IGIDR economics entrances, and in that exam I just missed the cutoff by 0.6 marks. If you miss the cutoff, it does not matter if it's 0.6 or 6 or 60, you just missed it. But that was really a very disheartening experience for me, and I decided that okay, this is the end of my college dreams. Now no more education, just focus entirely on your career and how do you want to build your career in whatever field you want to. And I wanted to become a data scientist, and at that point of time I was ready to do anything for it. I was ready to work for free for becoming data scientist. I was ready to do an internship in data science. I was ready to do some kind of a course in data science. So I downloaded a book called ISLR, Introduction to Statistical Learning and Research. That was a pretty nice experience. I started to learn a lot about data science and analytics from that book. I started few data science projects in the small education company in which I was, and then I also got married, and luckily sanity prevailed and I decided that I will have to prepare for ISI exam or any other exams which is related to finance or data science, because I was really into the world of number crunching in finance from my IIT days. So that was it. So in that year 2017, I did not appear for any exams because that was the year of churning, and I left my job and started to study full-fledged for all the courses which I could get into. And yes, I had to prepare for CAT as well because there was a course in IISc, Masters in Management in Business Analytics. So I wanted to get into that course as well. So I had to give CAT because the other option was GATE, and of course I would not like to give GATE after 4-5 years of my BTech days, and considering my BTech days were not very academically oriented, more on that later. And then I also prepared for other exams like IGIDR, then PGDBA. I got to know that there are few things which I'm good at, then there are things which I really cannot work on as of now. But that time I was already 29 and a half and I was not getting any younger. So that is the year of reckoning. I came to terms with my shortcomings and strengths. When I did not get through the PGDBA's interview process, I made a strong commitment with myself that MSQE is the last refuge and I have to give my all for MSQE. And that may be the final push which was needed for MSQ exam. And luckily, I would say by the grace of God, I really prepared well for it. And even though my MSQ interview was not that great, I still had an All India rank of 7 in the merit list of ISI Kolkata's MSQ program. Now, this is the year 2018. So it started with 2015, 2016, a gap in 2017, and then 2018. And yes, if you have watched my other videos, you would understand that it all started with the year 2014 in the month December, when I started to look for books and look for resources, and which culminated in 2018 July. So you can say it's like around 3 years and 9 months of time which it took, and I would say 3 years from the time of giving first attempt and 3 years 9 months in total after deciding that I could pursue MSQE in ISI Kolkata. Even if, let's say, you're not able to get your goals or desired results, you must keep on looking and you must keep on exploring opportunities, and maybe even if there's come some kind of a deviation in your career, you wanted to achieve A, then you thought that let's not get into A, let's do B, then it may happen that while doing B, you might have an backdoor entry to A or some kind of a short circuiting towards A. Eventually you will pursue what is the best for you, because each one of us are different individuals and we have our own specialities. So you should not weigh your professional life success with one or two failures, because ultimately you have to live either a very long life or a short life, and if your life is pretty long, 1 or 2 years does not matter, and if your life is very short, then think about it. Your life is so short that you cannot really worry about 1 or 2 failures down the line, because life is lot more than exams, careers, and the money which you earn, the meals you eat, the time you spend with your family, the morning sun, the evening sun, the afternoon tea which you could have if you like it, which is really something to look forward to. Remember, your existence on this earth is really a big coincidence, because a lot of factors could have turned slightly off and you could have not come into this earth. Just think about it. Statistically speaking, you are a miracle, and 1 or 2 exams, 1 or 2 years here and there, I mean, I should not say, but it does not matter. So definitely do have a clear cut goal in your mind, but be open to few roundabouts, few maneuvers, few detours, and whatnot. Ultimately, whatever you decide, you can only control your output, your effort. The outcome is really not in your hands, because outcome depends on a lot of other factors. There are a lot of people like you who prepare for the same exam, then there are people who prepare the question paper, then there are things like environment, climate, atmosphere, political environment, and so on and so forth. So ultimately your effort is just one piece of that multivariate function. So why not give your best and leave everything to rest? If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe if you're new here.